All right, your assignment today is called Area of a Circle Sector. And a lot of this assignment you're going to remember from our previous module. So here you want the area of a circle. So area is equal to 3.14 times my radius, 4 squared. And what is the unit that we put on area? It's going to be feet squared. So I'm just going to plug that in my calculator and then feet squared. Now, some of the problems will ask for circumference. So circumference is 2 times 3.14 times the radius. And what are the units on circumference? It's just going to be in feet. Area is in square units, and then a distance or the circumference is just in regular units. Okay, number 2. So the area of this rectangle here is just 82 times 52. And then if I split those two pieces off, that gives me a full circle. And the radius of that circle is going to be half of that 52, so 26. So the full area is the area of the circle, 3.14 times 26 squared, plus the area of the rectangle, 82 times 52. And that will give me the full area in units squared. Okay. Now, what if this didn't exist? How would I have to change my calculation? Any ideas? If my shape, if this were my shape, how is that going to change this calculation? Thoughts? Not going to change it, right? No, it will change it. What do I need to do differently? Somebody? Ellie's got it. What would you do differently? So would I remove this? No. I do need to get rid of a 2 essentially. So instead of a full circle, which is this formula here, I only need half a circle. So I would divide this by 2. Okay. Number 3. So here I have 2 circles, and I want to know what is the area between them. So the area of my small circle is 3.14 times 11 squared, and the area of my large circle is 3.14 times 17 squared. And the blue area, the shaded region, is the difference between those two. So all I'm going to do is subtract the small one from the large one. And that will give me the area of the shaded region. All right. Okay, same idea here, except not only do I want to find the area of this, but I need to fill it in with sand. So the area of the large is going to be 3.14 times 36 yards squared. and the area of the small is 3.14 times 30 yards squared. So I need to subtract those. So 3.14 times 36 squared minus 3.14 times 30 squared. And I get the area between them is 1,243 square yards. And I know one bag of sand can cover 4 square yards. So how do I calculate how many bags I need? We're just going to divide. So I need to cover a total of 1,243.44 square yards. So I divide that by 4, and I get 310.86. Can you actually buy 0.86 of a bag of sand? No. You have to buy the whole bag. So how many bags do I need? 311. So the answer here is 311. But what if my answer was 512.1? How many bags would I need? If it's a 0.1, should I round it down? No, because then you wouldn't have enough sand. So no matter what your answer is, you're going to need to round up, because that 0.1 needs to be purchased, and you can't buy 0.1, you have to buy 1. So you're always going to round your answer up, no matter what the decimal is. All right. Okay, here is a problem with a circle sector, which means we're going to cut a piece of pizza out of this pie. And for this particular piece of pizza, we know that the radius of the circle, the length of this piece of pizza, is 3 meters. And we know that the pizza contains a central angle of 130 degrees. So what is the area of the pizza? Well, first we need to calculate the area of the entire pizza pie. So pi times 3 squared. That's going to give me 9 pi. And it does not want me to put my answers in terms of in a decimal. It wants me to have a fraction of pi. So the entire pizza is 9 pi meters squared. But this piece is only 130 degrees out of the full 360 degrees. So I need to times this by 130 over 360. And because I want the answer in pi, I'm just going to stick the numerical portion into my calculator. I'm going to ignore the pi and then just throw it on to the end. So I need to do 9 times 130 divided by 360. And that gives me a decimal. And then I can push math fraction. And I get 13 pi over 4 meters squared. So the idea is, calculate the area of the entire circle, figure out how much of that circle you're looking at, using degrees, 130 out of 360, and then plug those numbers in your calculator, but don't plug in the pi. On those little blue calculators, you have a button that says triangle FD, triangle, and that button will convert from fractions to decimals. So it's right above the PRB button. So from the blue second button, it's down 1 and right 1. So you just push second PRB, and that will convert any fraction to a decimal or any decimal into a fraction. And you can just keep going back and forth if you need to. And then don't forget, your answer has to have a pi in it. So if I were to make up another problem, and I said the radius of this pizza is 3 inches, and this is a 54-degree angle, the area of the sector is going to be pi times, well, let's not do 3, let's do 13. 13 squared, that's the area of the circle, and my sector is 54 degrees out of 360 degrees. So 13 squared times 54 out of 360, math fraction. So my sector is 507 pi over 20 inches squared. All right. So the assignment, it's not a module, it's called area of a circle sector. And I think there are only 13 problems. Get to work.